Peebs, were you able to send out the review questions yesterday?
I'm just trying to get Peeps' attention. Oh, sorry, I was just talking to Marvin. Hi there, Dr. Woody, hello.
Were you able to send out the review questions for the test?
Right. It's done. Sent,
Okay,
sir.
so everybody check your email. And we're going to start today with the review questions because I want to make sure we get through the review questions before we start on anything else.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I'm going to share screen now. Can somebody let me share?
Let's get Christian's attention here. Christian. We're just relaying the message through Nat. There's Nat and Christian are in the office. One moment.
Okay. All right, so here are the list of questions. Now, remember we talked about the very first class about textbooks and handbooks.
Should I zoom? Can we zoom it in a little bit, Dr. Woody?
Can what?
Can we zoom in? The font is a little small. Can we zoom in?
Just a minute. Yeah. Okay, can you see better now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Way better.
So the questions won't be exactly like these, but they'll be very similar. So if you can answer these questions, you'll be able to answer everything on the test. So the first question relates to some similarities. First, sorry. The first two questions relate to similarities and differences between textbooks and handbooks. So question number one says, which of the following is true? A, textbooks are meant to be used outside of class. B, handbooks are meant to be used outside of class. C, both A and B. D, neither A nor B.
I only see a few windows here, but Shaq is saying A.
A?
Yeah, I only see a few windows, sir. Unfortunately, I can't see the other participants.
Okay, hold
Steve
on.
is saying D. Marvin is saying C.
Nat is saying A. I see A.
So the books that we're developing now, are they a textbook or a handbook?
Handbook, sir, handbook.
Okay, so we can't use these handbooks outside of class?
Jasmine's saying, I think we can. Patrick's saying we can. Shaq is
Yeah.
saying we can't.
Who's saying we can't?
Shaq.
No, we can. That's when you're supposed to use these books outside of class. So the correct answer is C. Textbooks can be used outside of class, and handbooks can be used outside of class. Okay? So that's
Okay.
a similarity. That's a similarity. Any questions about that? Okay, I'm going to go back to screen sharing. We'll look at question 2. Question 2. Which of the following is true? Textbooks are meant to be used inside of class. Handbooks are meant to be used inside of class. A, textbooks inside of class. B, handbooks inside of class. C, both A and B. D, neither A nor B.
I see C's and one B. Nat says B, everybody else says C.
So you're supposed to, the students are supposed to bring this book to class to use.
Yes, sir.
No, they're not supposed to bring this book to class. They use it before or after class. Handbooks are not used in class. Textbooks can be used in class.
So D.
No,
A,
would B or
A,
D?
A. I see A, I see B.
So, okay, let's go back to the question. Which of the following is true? Textbooks can be used inside of class. Handbooks, like we're producing, are meant to be used inside of class. C, both A and B. D, neither A nor B. Okay, let me stop sharing.
I see D. I see just one D and one A.
A is the correct answer. Textbooks can be used inside or outside of class. But handbooks are only used outside of class. Well, you can use handbooks inside of class, but it's not meant for that. It's to read before class and to review after class. Okay. Any more questions about that? Okay, so let's go back and look at question 1 and 2. what is the answer to number 1?
C.
C, yes. And what is the answer to number 2? A, right. Okay. Which of the following is true? You can teach yourself through a textbook, that's A. B, you can teach yourself through a handbook. C, both A and B. D, neither A nor B. Are we meaning that the students don't need a teacher, they can learn through the handbook? A is correct. Yes. In a textbook, you can teach yourself, but B, we don't want you learning from the handbook. We want you learning from a deaf teacher. The handbook is for review. So, number 4. I hope you know the answer to this one. In applied sign linguistics, meaning this class, we are focusing on the production of a textbook. It's A. B, we're focusing on the production of a handbook. C, both A and B. D, neither A nor B. Jasmine has her hand up with B. Who all agrees with her?
Ron, Meng is asking what number. Nat is saying B.
Okay, this is number,
I see C.
number 4. Well, Jasmine said B. Who agrees with her?
Meng says C. Marvin says C.
B is the answer.
D
We're
as in
not
dog.
focusing
Yes.
on the
Boy.
B.
Dog.
B as in
Oh,
boy.
B.
We're focusing on a handbook, not a textbook. That means we are supposed to use this material outside of class. Okay? Well, maybe we have to review this twice. Okay. Number 5. If there is variation in vocabulary, meaning different signs for the same concept, it is better, A, to put all the variation in the teaching materials. B, to put all the variations in a companion dictionary. C, both A and B. D, neither A nor B.
I see B's.
B, yes, B. We talked about this because you don't want to overwhelm people with too much variation. Okay, you teach them the one you want to teach, and then they can learn the other variations from the dictionary. I mean, if you, for example, if you teach them and say, okay, this sign means first week of the month. This sign means second week of the month. but you can also sign first week of the month and second week of the month, or you can sign first week of the month and second week of the month. And by that time, the students aren't going to be following the teacher. They're going to be, oh. Okay. So what the teacher can do is say, okay, in this class, I'm going to be using this sign for first week of the month and this sign for second week of the month. Now, there are other signs you can use, and you can find these in the dictionary. Okay. Okay. Okay, number 6, relevant, that means vocabulary that is useful to the examples, should be introduced before it is used in the grammar examples. B, at the same time it is used in the grammatical examples. C, after it is used in the grammatical examples. Or D, none of the above. Think about how we've been organizing the lesson.
Jasmine says
Yes.
A.
A, yes, A, before it is used in the example. So we introduce the vocabulary and then we introduce example. Then we introduce more vocabulary and we introduce example. Okay. Number 7, the vocabulary in a lesson should be introduced all at one time at the beginning of a lesson. B, all at one time at the end of a lesson. C, at different stages in a lesson. It means you introduce vocabulary bit by bit. And D, none of the above.
Shaq says A.
What are we doing in our lessons? Let me see, hold on.
Who are we highlighting?
Okay.
So Yami says C.
Okay, let me go back and see the question. I forgot what C is, but let's take a look at lesson 5. Vocabulary. Grammar. Vocabulary. Grammar. Okay, so if we go
So
back.
C at different times.
Yes, at different times, yes. So Yami was right. Okay, yes. Okay. See, all of this is what we've been doing, so you just need to review this to make sure you understand and remember what we've been doing. Now, this is a little bit different. I don't know if we talked about this exactly, but I think you know the answer. 8, Filipino Sign Language skills classes, meaning how you use the language, should be taught only by skilled deaf signers, A. B, by skilled hearing signers. C, by either skilled deaf or hearing signers or hearing signers. Let me change that. So if you have your test there, you can add that change. By any deaf person in the Philippines.
Jasmine says A.
D?
Shaq says D. Shaq says D.
What about a oral deaf person who doesn't know sign language?
Right.
Right. So I have to be by. How about skilled hearing signers?
No. Shaq is saying
Good.
no.
Good. No, I agree. By skilled deaf signers. Skilled hearing signers can become interpreters. They don't need to teach the sign language if they're deaf people who can teach it. Okay, number 9. Decisions about what should be included in a Filipino Sign Language textbook or handbook should be made, A, by skilled deaf signers, B, by skilled hearing signers, C, by either skilled deaf or skilled hearing signers, D, by any deaf person in the Philippines.
I see A from Jasmine.
Yes. A is the correct answer.
C from Shaq.
So you should let hearing people make decision on signing, what to include?
Right. On second thought, just deaf people. It should be deaf.
Yeah,
Just
because
deaf.
deaf people own the language. Now I'm hearing, I work with you, but I don't make the decisions about what you include. I give you suggestions about how you can organize the lesson. But I don't tell you, oh, you should pick this sign or you should pick that example.
So the answer is A. Right?
A, yes, yes. A for both 8 and 9. Okay. All right. When a subject is a person and an object is a thing, so a person is like the man and the object is a thing like mango, the normal word order is A, verb, subject, object. B, subject, verb, object. C, subject, object, verb. D, none of the above. C, correct. Okay. Now, number 11, when the subject is a person and the object is a person, like man and woman and love, the normal word order in Filipino Sign Language is verb, subject, object. B, subject, verb, object. C, subject, object, verb. D, none of the above.
I can only see a few screens, but Shaq is saying, I'm not sure, but C?
Well, how do you say you have a man and a woman and the man loves a woman? How do you sign that? Do you sign it love, man, woman? Do you sign it man, love, woman? Or do you sign it man, woman, love?
Rent is saying man, woman, love.
Who's saying this?
Rent.
Rent?
Renz?
Rent. Yes.
Everybody agree with that?
So man, woman, love, Renz is saying, for me, it's clear, but I don't know. But love is the verb, Yami's saying. So wait, who's talking? Who's talking? Wait. Who? Yami.
Okay, Yummy.
Remember when we discussed this in the morning and we talked about, the SVO problem? So love, he loves Kyla. Remember? We talked about this just this morning. Beebs, you're off topic. Remember we were signing, okay, well, anyway, you're not paying attention. So yeah, we haven't made the final if it was SVO or SOV, but it's he loves Kyla, right? So it's SVO. We just talked about this morning. I guess we haven't resolved it. If it's a person with another person, it's SVO. Shaq loves Kyla, right? Or we can't do Shaq, Kyla love. Another way to put it is Kyla, Shaq, love. So it depends, I guess, on the sentence where you're going to put the love. The object is love. If the object is love, I guess you can put in a basic sentence, you can say SVO, depending on what the object is. So
Yeah, I think we discussed this for earlier together, and we basically said that if you use a verb like love that doesn't move, it stays. I mean, it's not I love you and you love me. Okay, so then you have to use subject, verb, object, like Peep said, and like Yami said. But what was the other sign? Like there was, yeah. So
Kyla and Shaq,
Kyla, shock, love, yeah. And
she
if you said,
loves
yeah,
him.
yeah, okay. So that's a directional verb. So you can mark the subject on a directional verb. So it becomes clear who the subject is, even if you have subject, object, verb. But on this sign for love, unless you move your shoulder or move the hands, you don't know who is loving who. mean, you can guess, but it's not so clear. Okay? Yeah. So going back to this, the best answer for number 10 is subject, person, object, a thing is SOV, number C. And when you have two people as subject and object, normally, unless you have a directional verb, the order would be B as subject, verb, object. Yeah.
So the answer is B, right?
Yes,
The answer
for
is B,
11, yes.
right, sir?
Yes, for 11.
Okay.
Another question? Okay, let's go
All
back.
good.
Number 11. Okay, this is a little complex, so we'll go back and forth. Number 12. If I can get 10, 11, and 12 up at the same time. Okay, so anyway, number 12, in an introductory Filipino Sign Language textbook or handbook, A, only the word order in sentence 10 should be included. That's subject, object, verb. B, only the word order in sentence 11 should be included. Subject, verb, object. Or C, both word orders should be included, should be taught. And D, you shouldn't teach word order.
I see Jasmine saying C.
Why, Jasmine?
Most of you answered C too, right? Okay. I picked C because it's SOV. And that's what we use in the handbook. But again, when it's a person to person, it's SVO. So it's best to interpret both ways or always, because
Right.
it's always a depends on a situation type thing. This is Patrick. Just to add as well to what Jasmine's saying, SOV and SVO should be taught, both taught, because it depends on the sentence. We can't always follow one structural order. It can't always follow SOV. Again, it depends on how you formulate that utterance. It could be SVO. So
Yes.
I guess that's the best explanation for me.
Yeah. Both Jasmine and Peeps. Jasmine covering her eyes. Yeah, both Jasmine and Peeps. Yeah, it's important to have both. Okay, and there are rules for using one or the other. Okay. All right, now this is number 13. Okay, an introductory Filipino Sign Language textbook or handbook should encourage people to speak when they sign. A. B, should encourage signing and no speaking. C, either A or B. D, none of the above.
I see Jasmine saying B.
So you don't want people, I'm just going to tease Jasmine now. You don't want people to speak and sign at the same time? Okay, and the important thing is that the grammar, if you say, for example, rents, mango, eat, or forgot the sign, you eat, that's Tagalog, because FSL has its own grammar. So you definitely don't want people, it's like my connection is not stable for internet. Let's see. Now, if
Dr. Woody, sorry, I missed actually. Dr. Woody, I missed what you said before Tagalog.
yeah,
I missed
okay,
the
yeah. So the grammar of FSL is different from either Tagalog or English. So you can't really speak and sign at the same time. Okay, because people will tend to sign in the order of speech, which is not FSL. Okay. Sorry, I had a bad internet connection, it seems. Okay. Number 14, Filipino Sign Language WH question words like who and what occur A, at the beginning of a sentence, B, at the end of a sentence, C, both A and B, D, neither A nor B.
I see B.
Yes, B is correct. We have the examples like, what was it? Mongo, like, who? Okay, so it occurs at the end of the sentence. B,
B.
okay. And, oops, sorry. This is, I think this is example 15, not 14. Yes, example 15. So change 14 to 15 and change 15 to 16. Okay. So okay, think about the Filipino Sign Language sentence, bananas eat how? Think about how you would sign that. So bananas eat how? I don't know if you can see me. So bananas eat how? So the sign bananas is A, subject, B, predicate, C, object, D, none of the above.
I
C,
see
object,
C.
right.
C.
And 16, the sign how is subject A, predicate B, object C, D, none of the above. Bananas eat how? So bananas is the object. Eat is what? Eat is the, eat is the predicate, but what is how?
Shaq is saying A.
Who's going to eat the banana? You will eat the banana, or I will eat the banana. How is a manner. It's not a subject, it's not a predicate, it's not an object. Not subject, not subject.
So it's the answer is none.
D, yes, correct.
Ooh.
You eat bananas how? Or you bananas eat how? You bananas eat how? Okay. You is the subject and it's deleted. Eat is the predicate and it's there. And bananas is the object. You can go back in lesson 4 and check that. Okay. Okay. You want to go back through this again? Or you remember the answer? Tell me now.
Sorry, I can't see everybody. Can you stop sharing screen?
Yeah, sorry, I stopped sharing. Okay.
So everybody got the answers. Font 16, Shaq is asking. For 16, it's D. Okay.
I don't want people to say, oh, I got confused. So I'm teasing you. Let's go through one more time. And everybody should get the correct answer. And if you have a question, why is it the correct answer? Then we'll discuss it. Okay?
We'll do a sub interpreter.
Okay, so let's review the questions again. You want me to read the questions, have the interpreter sign, or do you want to read the question yourself and give me an answer?
Jasmine is saying we will read this first and we will get the answer. Read and answer.
So sorry, Jasmine, can you say again?
Read and we will answer. Read and answer.
Who read? You, me read or you read?
Ah, the team,
Okay.
the team.
Okay. Make it a little bigger. Go. A, B, C, or D?
Meng is saying B. Jasmine is saying C. Shaka is also C. Marvin is saying C. And Rance is saying D.
Okay, why did people pick C and why did people pick B?
Shaq and is that? Both A and B. because we can be used outside the class. And then handbook
Okay,
can be also used outside the class. So it's A and B.
okay. And B, people who pick B?
Then you pick B. So what's your explanation? So I was thinking actually that I think about the question and analyzing the question.
She said, I forgot the question.
Okay, let me go back.
Okay, it can be used outside. So what's your answer? Shak is asking me now. Your answer? So A. The answer is A. Oh, wait. Because my answer, Shak is signing because my answer is both A and B. So textbook can be used outside the class, but the handbook can be used outside only.
Yeah, but both can be used outside. True, handbooks can only be used outside, but textbooks can also be used outside. So textbooks out and in,
Yes.
handbooks only out. Okay, so the correct answer to number one,
Shak is saying yes.
correct answer to number
C.
one,
Marvin saying C.
C, yes.
Um,
Both can be used outside the class. Mhm.
the answer is D. Ming saying D. Justin saying A. Shak A. Marvin saying
Okay, discuss.
A.
Okay, let's go look at two again. So which one inside of class? Is our book a handbook or a textbook?
So are we in number 2, Dr. Woody, right? Jasmine is asking.
Number two, yes, yes.
The answer is A.
Okay,
A. I think everybody is saying A.
so we are using a handbook, but we don't use it inside of class. Right, okay,
Yes,
all right,
before and after the class.
yes. Number 3, let me pull it up a little bit. So again, think about what we have. Do we have a textbook or a handbook? And do we expect people to learn by the book itself or through a teacher?
Shaq is saying A. Also, Jasmine.
Shock is saying A, and who
A.
said B?
Jasmine. Jasmine. Jasmine saying A.
Hmm.
Number 3. That's number 3, right? So letter A.
3, you can teach yourself through a textbook, yes. But can you teach yourself through our book?
No. Jasmine saying
No.
no. Also, Shaq and Martin.
Right, so only A. A is the answer. With a handbook, we need a teacher. And the handbook is a supplement to the teacher. Okay, any more question on that? Okay. So when we say in number 4, in applied sign linguistics, I mean the course that you're studying now.
Answer, Jasmine saying B. Also, Tib. Ray is also saying B. Meng is also saying B. Shaq, B. Also, Nathaniel. But Yami said, is saying C.
Yami saying C?
Yes.
So we're going to have 2 books. One is going to be a
Both.
text.
Both the textbook and the
Well, then it has to be 2 books. How many books are we writing?
one.
1.
We are
Are
making a handbook.
Yes, correct, B. So this is the way you answer the question. If you're not sure, take the question apart. What are we producing? Well, we're producing a handbook. We're not producing something the students can learn directly from. They need a teacher. So all of these things, you need to think about each answer.
So the answer is B.
B. Yes, yes. B for number 4. Yeah. Let me go back to number 4. Oh, sorry, too far. Yes, we're focusing on B. All right, what about number 5?
B. Ray is saying B.
Yes, correct. Why do we want to use B? Why don't we want to put all the materials, the variation in a textbook? Oops. Yes, Jasmine? Jasmine?
Oh, me?
Or Yami, either one?
Because the answer, why? Why was being, okay. Okay,
Mhm,
number 5, the answer is B, right? So
mhm.
all the variations, we can put it on. Okay, the answer, okay, we can put all the variations. No, I missed that, sorry.
So we can, well, the handbook is more focused on teaching teaching the grammar,
Right,
introducing some vocabulary, whereas the dictionary could include all the variations, so it should be separate.
yeah, good. And because it's also because it's too much for the student to learn at one time. Peeps?
We'll do switch interpreter.
My answer would be the same. Okay.
Exactly. When we have too many vocabularies introduced into a handbook, it might definitely confuse the student, especially if they're just learning the basics. So we introduce some words, introduce that into the grammar, and then if we have that dictionary available, then eventually we can say, okay, these vocab verbs can be substituted accordingly. So really the handbook, the purpose for it is learning how to sign, but the actual signs itself should be separated into a dictionary.
Okay, good. So, number 6.
I see A. Jasmine says A.
Okay, A is correct. So you can't teach the grammar without vocabulary. So you need to introduce what vocabulary you're going to teach, and then you introduce the grammar. The question in number 7, should you teach all the vocabulary all at one time, beginning of a lesson, or the end of a lesson, or at different stages in a lesson?
Meng says C.
Yes, yes. And you can find that if you look at our lessons that we've been planning. We teach some vocabulary and then that grammar related to that vocabulary. And then we teach some more vocabulary and then how that vocabulary is related to other grammar. Okay. 8 and 9, similar questions.
Kyla says A. I see Meng say A.
Yes,
A.
yes. A for 8 and 9?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Language should be in the control of fluent deaf signers. Okay, number 10. So when we say the subject is a person, that's like the man, the object is the thing. It's like banana, and then you have another verb. What would be the order of a sentence with man, banana, and with like?
I saw people answer C. C is in cat.
Yes, C is in man, banana, like. Okay. What about number 11? So man and woman and love. Or man, woman, like.
B. Jasmine's answering B.
Yes, yes, correct. And number 12. Should we use both examples or only one?
C.
C, correct, because both examples are equally important. Okay, 13.
Jasmine says B.
Mm-hmm. And
Everyone says B.
that's because the grammar of signing and the grammar of speaking are different. They do not match. Okay. Number 14.
B.
B, yes, is correct at the end of the sentence. Banana is like who? Man, like what? The end of the sentence. And 15, think about the FSL sentence, bananas eat how? And then answer question 15 and 16. 15, the sign for bananas is a
C.
C, object, yes. The sign how is
Manner.
Yes.
Saying it's a manner.
manner, so that has to be D, none of the above. Okay. So I'm satisfied that you understand everything now. So I hope that you don't forget this between now and Tuesday. All right. So you can do it. Yeah, you can do it. Okay. So just, this is meant to review and make you aware of, again, what we've been doing. Now,
Yes, sir.
So this quiz will be on Tuesday. And then on Tuesday, we'll go over the quiz after we finish. Now, I also want to do the midterm test soon. If you feel comfortable, we can do it on Thursday of next week. Okay. And on Tuesday after the quiz, we will review questions for the midterm.
Okay.
Okay, if you want. So take a little bit of time and discuss that. The questions for the midterm will be more like question 15 we had here. Let me bring it back up again, where very practical questions, like you will get some sentences, and I will try to take the sentence out of lessons 2 and 3 and 4. And instead of giving you the gloss, I will give you the gloss, but I'll also give you pictures like this. Number 15. Okay. So for example, like you'll see bananas eat how, you'll see the pictures of that, plus the translation. And then I'll ask you questions about the grammar. I may ask you, is it a subject or a predicate or an object? Or I may ask you, is it a noun or a number? Or I may ask you, let me see. I may give you some incorrect examples. So like bananas eat how, and I may label it subject, verb, object. So then you have to correct it. So you know that bananas is not a subject, it's an object. And you know that how is not an object, it's manner. Okay, so don't worry about that now because you won't have that on Tuesday. Okay, on Tuesday, we will give you examples, study questions about the midterm. And then if you think something is too difficult for you, then we can talk about changing some of the question. Okay?
Can
All
we
right.
stop sharing?
Say again?
Can we stop sharing, sir? I can't see everybody.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so you have any questions? You feel that's okay?
We have thumbs up. Everyone
Okay.
has a thumbs up.
Okay. So quiz will be difficult, average, or easy?
Sorry, Shaq is making a comment. Oh, okay, one moment.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead, Chuck.
So after the review is done, I think perhaps we should just, if we have enough time left, we can work on lesson 5.
Yeah, it's up to you. If you want to work on lesson 5 or you want time to study and discuss more about the test, that's up to you. Let me know what you want. Go
Okay,
ahead
I
with lesson
guess
5.
lesson 5 it is.
Okay, go ahead, Chuck.
Thank you, sir. One moment. I'm just wondering, Christian, I thought you gave me hosting. Can you give me hosting again, please?
Um,
Or, okay.
you want to go back and talk about the signs for man and woman? Have you decided on what signs you want to include? Okay, yeah.
Dr. Rudy, sorry. Dr. Rudy, what
Mhm.
was the question again? What was the question
Sorry,
again?
yes, okay. Have you decided which signs you want to pick for the vocabulary? If you haven't, then you can spend some time discussing that.
So in terms of the vocabulary, sir, with man, woman, boy, girl, even male, female, we're just gonna make it into one sign,
Okay,
because a lot of the time when we're chatting during class, we always refer to just the one sign. So I think most of us are in agreement, and
okay,
so we'll fix it accordingly. But yeah, we're just gonna use the sign boy and girl
okay,
to represent everything.
okay. And you're going to use the repeated sign?
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, good. So I'll leave you to decide, make those changes, okay? And then, okay,
So we changed sweetheart to have
yeah,
an inner. Uh, where perhaps we
okay,
need to indicate more with the fingers, or the joint of the finger going in rather than
right,
the actual thumb. So we'll fix that.
okay,
And there's a repetition.
yes,
Uh, so it's not just one direction, it's two directions, back and forth.
uh-huh,
So we're going to add arrow there. And that's where
okay,
we stopped, I think.
yeah.
Nat, did you want to take over? Oh, yes, I forgot, sir. We should also add a number, because we don't know, we need to
Right,
indicate which hand is first,
right,
which hand is second, which hand is third, because we
yes,
don't want it to be like this is one, this is two, this is three, which defeats the sign of this. So
okay,
we'll have
okay,
it like cascading 1, 2, 3 on one
okay,
side, 3, 2, 1 on the other.
okay. And relationship is okay? One movement out? Oh, yeah, okay.
It's two. It's two. It's two. It's
Okay.
one of the. It's the repetition. So we're going
Yes.
to do a double arrow. Yeah.
Okay.
But relate is just one movement.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, but can we switch? I need to open the
Oh,
data.
sure.
Sorry.
So here's the two of us.
Okay.
Again, with the arrow.
Mm-hmm.
So Nat, did you want to make a comment, Nat? Okay, I'll keep going. Okay. So the two of us. So we'll add a
Yeah.
double arrow on that one.
Double arrow, okay.
And then the two of you, same thing. We'll have a double arrow. And two of them. So we're just going to adjust the eyes to look at the direction of those people as opposed to kind of looking off camera. So it should be actually looking
Good.
towards the two that you're referring to. So yeah.
Good.
Peebs and the rest of us discussed whether or not to change this because it seems to be not clear.
Mm-hmm.
So my and mine. So pointing to me is I.
Mm-hmm.
Mine sign is really this sign, mine.
Okay.
Because it's about ownership, mine, mine. But we'll add this a little bit later because we just
Okay.
discussed it. So we'll add that. His and her. Same.
Okay.
It's same thing as your you.
The eyes, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, and we'll have the eye go towards the direction of where they're referring to.
Okay.
His and her rather.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be like that. If you can see mine. We'll add plural
Okay.
as well.
Okay. Good.
Okay, Dr. Woody.
Yeah, love and meat should be in the same. Yeah. Yeah.
Love it. Yeah. Okay, you got that?
Yes.
All right. And that's done, but we have, and this is not yet. So,
Okay.
and then not
Yeah,
have.
maybe.
Yeah, the negation of not have. Really,
Okay. Good.
these are what we've thought of, but we're going to also add some more here.
Okay. Okay.
Jasmine, you want to take over? So who is she? Who is she?
Mm-hmm.
And that one part where we have to raise her eyebrows in that one last picture.
Mhm.
Who
Okay.
with eyebrows up.
Okay.
Okay. So there's no gender. It's just pointing at the
Right. Right.
person.
Yeah, we just need the gender for English.
Yes, we were discussing the English, putting a s/he to indicate the neutrality of it.
Mhm.
So we'll put both genders. So he and she, and I think this should be consistent throughout the whole workbook so that they can see that that one sign can be used for both.
Yes, I agree. Let
So
me add one more thing. Let me add one more thing. So there are two ways you can do this. You can do it like I did it. Who is S/HE, or you can do it. Who is she? Who/he. You can spell out both words. SHE and /HE. So you can decide
yes.
which way you want to do that. Okay, good. Continue. Jasmine?
Okay. Jasmine. She's my friend.
Okay.
That's the example that we have here.
Now you want to make sure, as Shock says, that you want to make sure every time you use this sign, you use the same English translation. So either S/HE or SHE/HE.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We're going to add the slash.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
S/, yeah. Okay. Is your close friend a man or a woman?
Yeah. So you're going to change
That's
the
our one
facial
example.
expression. Mhm.
Yes, yes, that's right. With boy
Right.
and girl, the eyebrows
Okay.
are up.
Okay. Good.
Right. Have.
Okay.
Do
Yes.
you have a sweetheart? Have
Yes.
with
Yes.
facial expression there
Yes. Okay.
and the
Good.
mouthing.
Mm-hmm. So what do you say? Add 4A and B with
So there's an
the
A and B,
non-manual?
yeah. Yes, there's an
Okay.
A and B,
Okay.
one with have manual, one with uh, one that's manual rather, one that's non-manual.
Okay. Okay.
Have, you have. So here's
Okay.
the
Now, when you
non-manual.
do that with putting have with sweetheart, so then you want to make sure you only have two. You want to go back to lesson 2, I think, and follow the same format. So it would be object plus predicate, manual, non-manual.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. Just a reminder, okay,
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do a double check on that. Yeah.
okay. All right, next one.
Yeah, we'll clean this up for you and send it as soon as we've done the corrections.
Yeah,
So if
take
we
your time,
Go down.
take your time.
We'll go down, down, down. No, 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 no. Lesson five, guys. Back.
Okay,
Not yet. Not yet. This
Okay.
is fine how it is.
okay. Okay.
Are you two sweethearts?
Mhm.
Eyebrows up.
Okay.
Sweethearts.
Okay, so you use no?
No, we're friends. No, we are friends. The two of us are friends.
Okay, yeah.
Shaq, did you want to add something, Shaq? The answer is no, right? No. Yeah.
So
No,
you,
the two of us are friends.
yeah, so you want to change the negative, right? Want to change it to no? Or leave it as?
Yeah, we're going to change it to no.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it's a little confusing in the Vietnamese book because this one, this sign, hold on. This sign means either no or not. So there's no difference between no and not. No. Okay, good. Uh, okay, I think maybe, no, that's okay. Okay, yeah. Just looking at the grammatical analysis, it's okay. All right, go to number 9.
Okay, just wait for the spotlight. Sorry, number 8. Let's go back to number 8, actually. So the two of them, relationship what? We got that. Number 9, the two of them are close.
Mhm. Mhm.
He loves Kyla.
Mhm.
He loves Kyla.
Yes.
We're good?
Yeah.
Okay. Love Kyla. So here are some vocabulary words for tall, short. It's not actually going down, it's already down, and it's going to be a smaller movement. So we
Okay.
have that correction. Also hot-tempered.
Mhm.
What was the spell? Right. The hand movement, where the arrow has to be changed.
Okay.
So we'll fix that.
Let me add a quick question. So for tall and short, mostly for tall, uh, is that only for people? Or can you use for a building?
It's a different way. Building is like this, like with the actual shape of the
Okay,
building.
okay. Then I would say, uh, what about fat in relation to like an animal, like a dog or a pig? Use the same sign or different sign?
It's like this. Yeah, fat.
Okay, so you say a dog is fat.
Yes. The
Okay,
dog, fat.
okay. So what I suggest for tall is that, and for short, that you put in parenthesis person, parenthesis and then person. Because
Okay,
tall for building is different one.
copy.
Fat pretty much is the same for people or other things. I think the other ones are okay. Just maybe tall. What about short? You wouldn't say a building is, would you say a building, how would you describe a short building?
Yeah, building short. Building
Sorry,
short.
I can't see the,
So
can
they
Amber copy it for me?
assign. So here, shack,
Okay,
building, short.
so you would use two
Building,
hands.
yeah.
Okay, so then I would put short person also. Okay, why don't we take, let's see, take a break. Strong, okay, strong. Say the building is strong.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
strong.
and then let's look at the rest of this vocabulary and then we'll stop for a break.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Weak, weak,
So,
We'll put person, week.
okay, all right. And what about beautiful? You wouldn't say like the
Beautiful person. And
no.
also things. It could be things.
Okay, can be things, same sign?
It could be things. Yes.
Okay, then take out, what how would you sign the building is weak or the dog is weak?
Dog is week. Just the same. Yeah, dog and week.
Okay, then take out weak for person. Or take out person for week, sorry. Okay, and beautiful, you could sign beautiful lake.
Yes, it's the same sign.
Okay, then you can take out,
Anything. Yeah.
yeah. Then you can take out person for that one. Okay, and what about ugly?
Peebs said beautiful can be referred to a person, place, or thing. I don't get what she's saying.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, I think it's a play on words.
Okay.
Okay. And ugly can also be used to describe a book or something else.
This is Peebs. Related to what Jasmine said. This morning we talked about including person in some of the vocab words. Like beautiful refers to a person, but again, it also can refer to a thing or a place. But ugly, though,
Only person. Okay.
is just, well, I guess we need to talk about that. But if we're going to be consistent, beautiful and ugly, it can mean to other things as well.
Okay. So just decide if it can be used outside of persons. Like, for example, in Ho Chi Minh City Sign Language, this sign, let Ember copy it, this sign is only for people and a beautiful person. And there's another sign for beautiful thing. Okay, and the same with ugly person and ugly thing, different sign. Okay. All right, good. Let's take a break for about, let's say 15 minutes. Come back at 3:15. Oh, sorry,
Okay.
4:15. Yes, okay. Looking at my clock says 3. I should switch the time. Okay. All right, see you in a few minutes then. Looking real quick. Okay, take out, okay, leave the first sentence. The normal word order in Filipino Sign Language for the negative not yet is at the end of the sentence. And then take out from when until sentence. So take out the rest of that paragraph. Yes, keep going. Yeah, so, yeah, go up to the first when. Okay, yeah, delete all of that part, all the way down to yes. Okay, and then put a space, line space, so yes, okay, great, that's it. Now, the reason why we had that other thing in is because the sign for, in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City Sign Language, this means no and not. So you would say, for example, like, do something, 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 and say no. And you put that at the beginning. But if you say like eat, not, then you put it at the end. Okay, but because you have different sign, no and not, it's not appropriate to have that in the sentence. Okay. All right, Jacques, make sure you save that. Yes, Jacques.
Yes, I'll make sure I'll save it, sir, right now. For no and not, in Tagalog, it's wag. So if something happened, for example, or you're telling somebody not to steal, so that's what that sign is. That Ho Chi Minh sign has a sign in Filipino sign. So
Yeah.
it's wag. It's like don't do it.
Yeah. Okay. Good. All right. Now, I can, has Peebs gotten back from his call of nature? Just teasing. Okay. So what we can do now is I can send you lesson 6 with the Vietnamese version and Peeps is not back yet. Okay. I can send you the Vietnamese version of lesson 6 and the version that the group worked on earlier. Now, there are lots of issues with lesson 6, so we can do it one of two ways. I can send that to Peebs now, and if he comes back on, or Jasmine, I think I have your email, right? I don't have everybody's email, so I'll send it to Jasmine, and then you can send to everyone else. Then you want to start going through lesson 6 together, or do you want some time to discuss lesson 6 before we talk together? Okay.
Shaq is
All right,
saying we'll discuss.
Let me get this together for you. I'm gonna have to. Okay. Mhm.
Shaq is saying, Matt, I think you're asleep. You're just resting back there.
Okay. My email is acting up here. Okay, I'm uploading the files now. Okay, sending now. Jasmine, you should get it soon. Oops, still draft. Okay, it's already sent.
All right, checking.
Okay, while we're waiting, let me explain a couple of things. In Vietnam, both hearing and deaf people have one word for older brother. So, like this sign. And then one word for older sister, this sign. And then they have this sign, which means younger brother or younger sister, either one, or younger sibling. Okay, so there are three different signs. Now, Filipino Sign Language doesn't have those three signs. You have brother and sister, You can talk about older brother and older sister, but it's more than one sign. Brother and sister, one sign. Right?
Jasmine just
But-
sent a message saying that she didn't receive your email.
Okay, let me,
Peeps is back.
okay, let me send it to Peeps. I was trying to send Jasmine lesson 6, but let me send it to you, Peeps. So maybe I have the wrong. Okay, I'm just going to forward it to you, Peeps, from the email here. Okay, should be okay here. Yeah, okay. All right, now, so because Filipino Sign Language is focused on brother and sister, you shouldn't have an exact translation of older brother, older sister. That's the way Vietnamese does it. But for example, in Japan, there are 4 different signs. So older brother, younger brother, and older sister, and younger sister. So you don't have that. So you should just translate brother and sister. Okay, analyze your own kinship terms. Okay, so Peeps, did you get the file?
Not yet, sir. Lesson 6. Okay, it's still loading. One moment. Lesson 6.
Okay, well,
Just wait, it's still loading.
okay. According to my email, both have been sent, one to Jasmine and one to Peeps.
There's still no email, sir. Strange.
I don't know what's happening here. Let me try to forward it to another account.
I'll just keep looking for it, sir.
Okay, I'm going to try to send it to my Hawaii account and see if I can forward it on from there.
Okay, sir.
I haven't received my own email yet, so maybe there's something wrong with the Yahoo account right now.
I understand, sir.
Okay, well, we don't have that many minutes left in class. You want to just stop class now or wait and see if we can get the file? Because I haven't gotten my file yet either. I think there's a delay. Let me try to send it from this account. Okay. I don't know what's wrong with this.
Sorry, Peeves was describing his nature calls and anyway. Jasmine said that she's received it.
Okay, okay, so then you can send it on. It's funny, I haven't received my own email yet. Okay, Jasmine, if you can go ahead and send it on. And then
Copy, sir.
you all can start discussing
Okay.
lesson 6.
All right, so just.
Okay, so while we're waiting, you can start discussing lesson 6 when you receive it. On Tuesday, I think we should start with the test first. Start with the test first, so let you get that out of the way. And then go back to discuss finish the test and finish discussing the answers to the test. And then we'll start on lesson 6 on Tuesday. Okay, after the test. Or
So
after
once
the
the
quiz.
quiz is done, lesson 6. Got it, sir.
Okay, all right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Woody. Thank you so much. Great discussion. Thank you, interpreters.
Yes, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and if you have any questions, we can bring it up on Tuesday. And no more questions on the test, right? Quiz?
None, sir. We're good.
Okay, all right, see you on Tuesday then. Tomorrow
sir.
is